All right. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Um, Today we are having a conversation again about 4C hair. So, if you've never been on this channel before, we are here to learn to love ourselves unconditionally. We are here to love ourselves with everything that God has put on us. So my channel is focused currently on 4C hair. I don't know where my channel is going to go in the future and what other topics I'll be talking about, but I'm currently extremely passionate about sharing the love for women that have 4C hair, and because that's something I have and I understand the struggle and I've been through it, and now I am in a place where I feel like I've learned a lot and I can share and hopefully bring other women where I am or above me if they can. I obviously want everybody to love themselves and thrive, and that's the main goal of this channel. We are beautiful, we are amazing people, we are very unique as people, we have interesting features, and I want us to live in it and bask in our blessings. So the main topic for this video here is some root issues that I want us to discuss when it comes to our natural hair. Some questions. So this is going to be a bit of a journaling kind of style. I will be asking you some questions. I'll put a bit of music in the background, and I want you to sit down and maybe answer those questions truthfully. So be truthful to yourself. You don't have to share your answers with anyone. You can share it in the comments if you feel like it, if you do want others to comment on what you're doing, but you can just do it in the comfort of your home. Get a journal, get a pen, and let's ask ourselves some questions, because at the end of the day, it's important for us to know why we do the things we do. It's important for us to know the root issues of why we behave the ways we behave, because that's only then we can rewrite our own story. All right, so let's begin. The first question I have is, how was your hair treated when you were younger? How did your mom or your parent or your caregivers treated your hair when you were younger as a girly with 4C hair? Did they do things that constantly made you hurt? Did you feel some type of way about the days that somebody had to touch your hair? Did you love when people touched your hair? Did you hate it? Why? How is the root emotion? What is the root emotion associated to when you think about somebody handling your hair? Take some time and answer this question for yourself, and then we can dive deeper into it. The second question I want you to ask yourself is, how did you treat your own hair once you were in control of it? So once you grew older and your mom or whoever caregiver you had wasn't taking care of your hair anymore, how were you caring for your hair yourself? Did you continue to do the same things that they were doing to you because that's all you knew? Did you hurt your own hair because that's what they've done to you when you were younger? Or did you learn to love it? Or did they love it so you loved it as well? Just whatever answer you have is right. There's no right or wrong answer. You just have to be honest with yourself, because only then, only the truth will set us free, right? All right. So the third question that I have for you is, how do you view your hair when it is not covered up? Can you style it, or do you feel the need to cover it up? How do you view yourself when you're looking yourself in a mirror with your hair just as it grows? I don't know if your hair is relaxed, if your hair is natural, however your hair is at the moment, without anything added to it. How do you view it when you look at yourself in the mirror? Are you cringing? Are you looking at it and loving it? How are you feeling when you see your hair? And also dive into, why do you feel this ways? Maybe you need to write a list of, I feel this way because, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm looking polished. I don't think this. Think about why and just write those answers down. The next question I have for you is, do you feel like you could go to an event with your natural hair out? Do you feel like if somebody invited you to a wedding or a birthday party or a gala, you could just leave your hair out? You could style it however you want in its natural state and then go to the event. Again, I'm not trying to be specific here in how you style your hair, but the main goal is you have your hair out without having anything attached to it. Do you feel like you need to wear extensions? Do you feel like your natural hair texture needs to be altered for you to be looking polished, or can you handle your natural hair texture? Can you handle your natural hair if you stretch it out and you go outside, or if you straighten it and you go outside? Or do you feel the need to completely change it? Do you feel like something is not right with how you look? All right, so the next question I have is, do you have a hair routine? Do you have a daily or weekly or, I don't know, monthly routine where you do your hair, or do you constantly cover it up? I guess that kind of goes a little bit with the question before, but do you have a hair routine? If you do, and you want to share it with us, that would be amazing, so that we can learn from each other. Write your hair routine down in the comments, and yeah, let's grow together, right? Okay. The next question I have is, do you know how to moisturize your hair? Do you feel like every single time you touch your natural hair, it's extremely dry? Or do you feel like when you touch your hair, it's looking good? Have you ever had a day in your life where you touched your hair and you felt really moisturized and you knew why, and you can recreate that again and again? Or do you feel like you've never had moisturized hair? Do you feel like every single time you touch your hair, it's always dry? Okay. Then the next question is, do you feel how do you feel when you see your hair in a mirror in its natural state? What is the emotion that first comes out of you when you see your hair? Let's just say you're wearing braids right now. You just remove the braids and you comb your hair out. Well, actually, let's just say you have your natural hair out, you wash your hair and you look at yourself in the mirror with your hair all shrinked up. How do you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror? Do you feel love for yourself? Do you feel hate for yourself? Do you feel anguish? How do you feel? And we can dissect more on why we're feeling this way when we see it. I think a lot of it is because we're not used to it. So I think it's something we do have to learn to normalize in our own mind, so that we can normalize it for others. All right. And the next question I have is, how do you feel about washing your hair? I feel like that's a huge topic, but it's a question that I do want to see, because there's a lot going on when it comes to washing our hair when we have 4C hair. It does tangle fairly easily, but it also has a lot of, we do have to understand that there's a lot of good. Everything has two sides in the world, and our hair is no different. But we have to focus on the good, because there's so much good, but we tend to focus on the bad. And I don't want to go down this rabbit hole in this video. I just want to bring those questions up to you. So I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel when you wash your hair? Do you feel like it's too much work? Do you think you can simplify it? Do you feel like every time you wash your hair is just so hard to manage? Do you think you're using the right things? Do you know enough about your hair to make the process better and more enjoyable for yourself? Are you educated enough about your hair? If you have questions as well, just put it in the comments. Let's help each other grow. That's the whole point of this. All right, and then the last question I have for you is, how are the people around you reacting when they see your hair out in its natural state? It could be just washed and shrinked. It could be in a fro. It could be in a twist out. It could be in a blowout. However, how do you feel like people react to you when you have your hair out? And I want to actually focus mainly on the people that are close to you, not strangers. We don't really care about strangers. We're talking about the people that are close to you. If you live at home, how are your parents reacting? How are your siblings reacting? How are your aunts and uncles reacting? And how does their reaction affect you? Do they make you feel like you need to change just so that you can fit their standards because they have some random standard? Or do they feel like, yes, rock it, girl? Do they empower you to enjoy yourself as you are? Okay, so those are all the questions I had for you. If you have any questions that you want to add to it, please write it in the comment. Let's continue this conversation. I think this is a deep issue, and I think it's something we do have to really question and understand why we're behaving the way we behave, because only then we can rewrite our answers and change it. I think once you understand why you're behaving this way, you can understand how to change your behavior, and that's the whole point of this. So yeah, so that was it for this video, guys. please subscribe if you like this content. I will try to upload more frequently. I haven't really have a schedule for this channel yet, as I just started it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm feeling passionate about it, so I just want to keep uploading. Please encourage me by subscribing, commenting, sharing with anyone you think will enjoy this content. And yeah, let's together build a sense of inner peace. All right, peace out.